Hey beer geeks, we all know what it's like being into craft beer. Every now and then you have a weekend day that's a bit of a write-off. Now we've done loads of great hangover food to help you feel better when that rare occurrence happens. We found that eggs are amazing, we found that bread, carbs are amazing when you've got a hangover, but there's a third thing that really helps that we haven't talked about yet, and that is spice. So we've teamed up with Hopped Hot Sauces who make hopped hot sauces, and we are going to be showing you 3 amazing hangover curing sandwiches that will make you feel, if not entirely human, just a little bit better.
Hopped sauces are delicious small batch hot sauces made by a passionate beer geek. Founder Sami Marwan uses real hop oils to make dips inspired by our favourite beer styles. You can find out more at the link in the descriptions box, but as well as doing seasonals and collabs with breweries, Sami has a core range of IPA, lager and stout inspired sauces that we'll be using today to make 3 hangover sandwiches. First though, we need to gather some ingredients.
So we've got these amazing hop sauces, Johnny. We need the key ingredients to elevate these hangover sandwiches.
Absolutely. So yeah, we need some absolutely incredible bread, we need some brilliant bacon, some amazing mushrooms and some truly wonderful cheese. Where are we going to get all of that?
Where can we go, Johnny? Hey!
So we're back from Borough Market and we have got 3 stellar sandwiches. One is very meaty, one is very veggie, and one is kind of vegan. Depends if you put an egg on it or not. And we're going to start with the meat version. Obviously, a crispy bacon sandwich is the ultimate hangover cure, and we've got a killer recipe borrowed a little bit from Jamie Oliver, or indeed Jamie Oliver's mate Pete Begg, and that starts with super crispy bacon. So we've got some amazing smoked streaky bacon here. If it's not smoked, it's not bacon! I'm glad Brad was ready for that one. So we're going to put that into a cold pan, little bit of oil, fry that off until it's crispy as hell, and then we'll get our bread sorted. So why a cold pan? Well, that's because we want to render all of the fat out. Not only does that mean that we get super crispy bacon, it also means that we're going to have loads of fat left up in that pan, and we are going to be toasting our bread in that pan in just a hot second. So we've got a sandwich press here, and we can just use that to make sure that we get evenly crispy bacon, because there's nothing worse than it being just a little bit meaty in some bits and overly crispy in others. So you can just flatten it with this. And you can see all of that lovely fat is rendering out now, and that is going to go straight onto our bread and make it ultra tasty. So now we're going to get our lovely white sourdough bread, and we're going to put that into the hot pan where it's going to soak up all of that lovely fat that we've just rendered out of the bacon. Butter the side that's going to be on the inside, and need the other side to get all coated in fat. So that's just on a much lower heat than we had the bacon. It's just going to toast away gently with all that fat. While that's going gently, let's make our hot sauce. Okay, so the most important rule when using these hop sauces is that this has actual hop flavour in it. It's actually got hops in it. So what we don't want to do is cook it too much. If we want to really get the subtleties of those hops, you can cook with this, but we're going to keep them fresh in all 3 of our sandwiches. So what we want is a tangy, fruity sauce to go with our lovely, lovely fried bacon. So that's why we're using the lager. So this is the spiciest one of the 3. It's tropical habanero hallertau lager. So loads of fruitiness, but crisp and fiery as well. So this sauce is really simple. However much ketchup you need, we'll go that much. And then you need half as much mustard. You can use English if you're daring. We're going to use a bit of Frenchies, so half as much mustard. And then half as much of the mustard of this bad boy. And that is our super fruity bacon hot sauce. Okay, so we're going to start making our delicious sandwich. That's what you want on one side. That's looking real nice. So we're going to layer up our crispy bacon. That crispy, 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 perfect.
Then we're going to ladle over the fruity hot sauce. Go as big as you dare. The actual sauce itself isn't too spicy, but it will have a kick. And then this goes back in the pan. And the other one on top. We're just going to press that down with the weight to bring it all together, just for a couple of minutes. And then it's ready. Crispy as you like, just like a lager. So sandwich 2, it's a cheese toasty. Sounds pretty simple, right? But no, we've pimped this up and we've got a really cool trick to make it look amazing and add some texture. So first thing you need is 2 bits of bread. Gonna be honest here, probably don't want that big a hole in it, but we're going with it anyway. So you butter both sides of both pieces of bread. So once that's done, we're gonna get 2 delicious cheeses that we picked up from Borough Market. The first one is a lovely mild creamy cheddar. I say mild, it's still pretty mature, but we didn't want it too strong because we've got other flavors that are gonna be happening here. And then to that, we're gonna add a little bit of delicious smoked cheddar. So this has got a really lovely soft smoky note to it that's just gonna add a tiny element of complexity to the cheese that's already on there. You don't have to do this, like you could use anything that's really mature, just as like a little bit of seasoning. You could use Parmesan, you could use a really mature cheddar like Montgomery's or something like that. But we've gone for smoked because it should be fun and it should be good with the hot sauce we're about to pop on top. So for this one, we're gonna heat a little bit of hot sauce, but also have it on the side. So we are using the Mango Jalapeno Citra Nelson IPA hot sauce. What a world we're living in. So this one is gonna have some bitterness to it, like literal hot bitterness, but it's also gonna have loads of fruitiness, both from the mango, a little bit of kind of pepperiness, and a little bit of acidity from the jalapenos and the hot sauce vinegar, and then loads and loads of hop character to it. So we're gonna put a tiny bit onto the cheese to infuse in there, and then this one is a delicious dipper. See what I did there? It's a dip, like a double IPA dipper, but we're dipping it. Hear that little bit of sizzle? That's what we want. We can flatten it down using this again. Alrighty, so it's about 3 minutes on each side, so we're just gonna turn it over, and hopefully underneath here, and you can see that's already getting lovely and crispy down there. Underneath here, it's gonna be some glorious, glorious brown cheese and butter. Whoa, look at that. So I'm enthused, and judging by the sound, so is our cheese sandwich. The next trick is amazing. We're gonna make a crown that's going to sit atop the world's greatest cheese sandwich. So we'll take off this. Just look at that beauty right there. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a grater, more of the cheese that we've got here, and we grate it over the top of that, but also in and around the sandwich. Okay, and then we lift it up and it will drape, and we'll bring it over to our plate, and you're about to see some absolute magic happen. There's no greater texture in the world than slightly over-fried cheese. So the only thing missing from this regal cheese sandwich, which, I mean, just look at those colours, look at this crown. Ooh, he's broken a bit off. Is of course more hot sauce. So we want something to dunk this into. This sauce is a little bit more mellow than the other one. And when you dunk into that, if you're a little bit cautious, it's delicious. Okay, so final one. It can be vegan if you're of that persuasion, but we're gonna stick an egg on it. So we've got these beautiful mushrooms down here, portobello mushrooms that we got from Borough Market today. And all we're gonna do is slice them up as if you would like a hanger steak or something like that. Relatively thick, about 1 centimetre, because they are going to cook right down. Now the trick to cooking mushrooms really well is to be brave, right? They take forever to turn delicious. Okay, so they've been on there 7 or 8 minutes, and now we're just going to turn them over. You can see how much they've cooked down, and that's why they need so much time. But now they're lovely golden brown on the underside. Look at that. So now we're going to make the sauce that's going to go with these delicious mushrooms. Again, if you're vegan, you can just use a vegan mayo. There's some really good ones now. We ain't doing that. We've got some luxury mayo right here. And into that, we're going to put what I think is my favourite hot sauce, which is this beauty. So this is the Chipotle Chocolate EKG Stout. EKG, East Kent Goldings. English hops, my friend. English hops. So they're going to bring some earthiness, some spice to this sauce. as well as loads of chipotle smoke. It's going to be about a 6th sauce. Maybe we'll call it a 5th. Kind of pinky brown. So the mushrooms are 2 or 3 minutes from being finished. They've been in about 15 minutes. It's time to get the egg in. So we're going to be really lazy. We're hungover after all. We're just going to put a good squirt of garlic in there at a nice low heat so it doesn't burn. We're going to create this little garlicky kind of crispiness to these mushrooms as well, as the paste absolutely coats these lovely mushrooms. And with less than a minute to go, we're just going to put a little bit of parsley in there just for a bit of freshness. So look at these. Look how lovely and golden these are. I'm just going to lay them out like you would a steak sandwich. I think that's the best smelling one of the lot, better than the bacon. Got our smoky, spicy sauce on the other side. Egg in. Are you ready, Brad? Are you ready for the McDonald's shot? Welcome back to the other side, Bradley.
I'll tell you what, man, I built up a bit of an appetite.
It's been a while since we started cooking. The hangover's almost faded. We've got the other hangover cure, of course, now, which is beer, Strata Pale Ale from Brick. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Smells great. Right, shall we tackle the bacon one first? So this is the lager hot sauce with Hallertau hops, which are kind of lemony, spicy. See if we pick that up, but it's a beautiful, tangy, and very fiery hot sauce with our crispy bacon. The sauce is so good, it's so fruity, like that combination of tomato, the vinegar hot sauce, and a lovely soft heat.
It's a sensible heat. It's got that tang, great with the salty bacon.
Yep.
I love it.
Should we go cheese next?
I'm all about the cheese, dude.
That's good, right?
Seriously good.
But to bring it alive, there's a bit of sauce in there that's just giving it a little kick, but what we really want
Hit me.
is a little, what I refer to in my family as a dippy doppy do.
Let's have a dippy doppy do.
Did I just say that? You just did a droppy doppy do. Like that one is the hoppiest of the sauces. It should be, it's the IPA. There's definite like soft green gooseberry kind of vibes coming from the Nelson. It's so amazing how they've managed to get that genuine hop flavour in there. Not just with the spice, but with all the other ingredients they put in.
Yeah, and it's still there. It's not like annihilated.
And so I moved to the final one, which actually smelt the best. And it's my favourite sauce. I love it. It's got a kind of barbecue sauce vibe, this one.
Yeah.
And mixed with the mayo, you get this lovely creamy, smoky, sweet vinegar sauce. Proper barbecue. And then the umami, everyone loves it when I say that, from the mushrooms.
Yes.
Is going to be great.
So this is going to be the meatiest non-meat sandwich ever,
Look
right?
in there, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, my man. Those mushrooms, if you give them the time, and then you coat them in something smoky and spicy, it's just a magic combination.
That bit of garlic, the herbs that's in there, the creaminess from the egg yolk, it's all just adding up to like an umami flavour bomb with the chipotle. I reckon to sate myself, I'd probably have a Bloody Mary along with it.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. A little spicy Bloody Mary as well.
I don't know which one. Maybe this guy.
That one for sure. Really fruity sauce. That'd be amazing with it. So yeah, Bloody Marys, great cure. Eggs, great cure. Mushrooms, great cure. Meat and cheese and carb, great cure. And now hot sauces can, you know, it's like a coffee. It has a similar effect. It wakes you right up. And if you want to get hold of those hot sauces, you can really easily. They've got their own web shop. They're also in bottle shops all over the UK. So do give them a go if you're a hot sauce fan. And even if you're not, they've got enough difference to them that you might really enjoy them, particularly the lesser hot sauce like the chipotle one. So give it a go. We've got loads more hangover content if you want to see it coming up at the end of this video. Otherwise, drink responsibly-ish and breakfast unresponsibly-ish.